Hey guys.
Hi.
This is Brad Mike from Dallas Geek, and we are here with our next edition in our comic convention video series.
Which one are we doing today, Brad? Oh, were you just
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember what number we're on at this point. Probably something like 11 or
No,
ish,
it's not that many.
10 maybe.
I think we only had like 9.
We'll verify. We'll
Yeah.
put it in the description. But
Whatever.
today we're going to talk about media guests.
Ah.
So this is pertaining to the autograph lines and the photo ops. So pretty straightforward stuff. If this is your first convention, couple things that you need to know. Photo ops, number one. Most of the time, they're pretty casual. A lot of the guests are usually up to for some really crazy pictures.
Right.
And if you know that a certain actor has a reputation for going for the very big and over exaggerated photos, definitely play that up. It's always fun. Just really great time, and you'll enjoy it. But for the autographs, if you are in line for an autograph, that is going to be the time that you can go ahead and ask questions. Though try to keep it quick if there's a line behind you.
Right.
Some guests are cool with getting a selfie at the table. Some are very specific about only photos they want are at the photo op booth. So definitely just check to see if that is posted. Normally, that rule is either going to be posted at the table where the guest is sitting, or is going to be mentioned when you get in line by one of that person's assistants, just to give you the heads up. Don't take it personally. Just if that is their preference, cool. If they're cool with taking a picture with you there at the table, awesome. It's whatever.
Ask before you get up to the table.
Yes, don't just wait until you get there to see and have the awkward moment of, I mean, I don't usually, but yeah, just when you get in line and you come across one of the assistants that is helping guide the line along, especially if it's the assistant that is taking your name for the autograph, because there's usually someone there that asks for the name ahead of time, just to help make sure that the spelling's right and that it's the right name in the first place, because they'll see usually a few hundred people a day.
I think it depends, because I think for Kevin Conroy's, which I'm fucking getting Kevin Conroy's autograph this year.
Oh, Kevin had a person.
Did he?
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't think he did.
It depends on which con you're at. If it's at one of the larger cons...
At last year's, I didn't think he did, dude. I thought it was just him sitting up there.
If it's at one of the larger cons, there will be... there's usually somebody, at least at the table, that is sitting right before you get to him, that when you first hit the table, they'll ask, hey, what's your name real quick, so they can write it down.
Dude, also, I don't think I saw one at John Bernthal's either.
Oh, they are.
Are they?
They might get up and move around, but they're there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So... At the very least, there's that person. Sometimes there's one or two other people walking along the line. You can ask any of them, and they'll usually have an answer for you.
No.
That you definitely want to ask before you get to the front. And if they say it's cool, go for it.
I think most of the time they're the ones that take the pictures, right? The assistants?
Yeah. Because it's a lot easier to have somebody else take a picture of the two of you than for you to try to do the awkward selfie and find out that it just didn't work out.
Right.
So yeah, always do that. But yeah, overall, the autograph lines are usually really fun experiences. They might take a little while to get through, depending on who it is. I've stood in line for the better part of an hour waiting for an autograph before, but there have been other lines I've gotten through in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it really depends on how long the line is, who it is, if there's... how early into the convention date it is.
I was about to say, if you can, if it's a 3-day con, get there,
early.
Yeah. Because
yeah.
you will literally be able to just walk up and be like one of the first couple people in line for said person.
Especially if you're going to do it like on Friday at the very first day of the con early on. That's going to save you so much time and effort. Because if you try to do it like middle of the day Saturday, you're going to be waiting.
That's what I saw a lot of people doing.
Yeah,
like is they would spend Friday standing in line for whatever autographs and stuff they wanted, and then Saturday and Sunday would be their walk the convention and everything like that.
Yeah, because I mean the problem is, especially if it is a currently popular guest, whether one of the guys from Supernatural or one of the guys from the most recent Marvel movie, whichever one that happens to be, or whatever, their lines are going to take forever. Like legitimately, I've seen a couple autograph lines that have wound around that got to close to a quarter mile long. It got ridiculous.
So who's going to have the longest line?
Oh, Mark Hamill.
Really?
His is the most expensive that I think the con has ever had, but I can guarantee his will be the longest.
Bigger than Stan Lee's? So Stan Lee just had to cancel New York Comic Con because of his
they've
health.
already been booking this as probably Stan's last appearance in Dallas. So I think it might, for this upcoming Dallas Fan Expo, I think it might be a real runoff between Stan Lee and Mark Hamill.
I'll tell you right now,
has the longest
you know whose lines are going to be ridiculously long too that you wouldn't have thought? Norman Reedus's and Jeffrey Dean Morgan's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they both are going to have, especially
you're going to have the Boondock Saints fans,
yep.
and you're going to have the Walking Dead, and then Jeffrey Dean Morgan's going to pull in the Supernatural and the Walking Dead people.
And with Norman Reedus, since all three of the guys from Boondock Saints are going to be there, I mean so it is, if you're going to Dallas Fan Expo,
like we are,
or I guess technically it's Fan Expo Dallas.
Whatever.
If you're going to be going to that here at the end of March, just know that the lines are going to be a thing and plan accordingly. Try to avoid going to get your autographs middle of the day on Saturday, because you will, depending on who it is, I would not be surprised if you'll wait 2 hours for an autograph. So just be aware. That's the thing.
Like Brad said earlier too, just keep in mind if there's a long line behind you, don't take a long time up there. Like just talk to them. Hey, big fan, this and that. Really love your work on this, this, and this. Maybe have like a 2 or 3 minute conversation with them at the max. And then when like their assistant is like, all right, we need to wrap it up. They'll be like, okay, yeah, great to meet you.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, dude, like they're willing to talk to you guys. Like they're willing.
Yeah.
Well, not all of them, but like a good chunk of them, like they're willing to have a conversation with you because they know why you're here. They're there to see. You're there to see them.
Yeah.
Like most of them will actually, that carry something for them to the point where they'll actually have a conversation with you.
Yeah. No, it's a big deal for a lot of them just as much as it is for us.
Right.
So, just be respectful for their time and for the time of everybody else in the line, and behave accordingly.
Yes.
So
don't get handsy.
Oh, please don't. I mean, yes, there will be some guests that will get that may get handsy with you for fun, like John Barman is notorious for that. But that's their choice,
right? And
your choice to play along or not. But don't try to be the one to necessarily initiate if you don't know if they're going to feel it or not.
I mean, I ask ahead of time. Like, hey, like, would it be okay if I asked for a hug?
Yeah.
Most of them will give you one.
So just
don't make it
keep
weird.
that in mind.
Don't make it weird.
Yeah. With that, just go enjoy, have fun, and be ready to drop a few bucks. And by a few, I mean a lot on autographs. Yeah. But you'll still enjoy it. So it's
it'll be worth it.
So anyway, with that, this is Brad Mike from Dallas Geek saying, see ya.